I've got 2 pieces of toast, 400-gram loaf, banana, sort of like satsuma type, clementine, I think. It's alright, baby, only a second. 4.5 sins of peanut butter, 15 grams, and Marmite. It's got chili and rice, hummus. Yeah, chili, rice and hummus. Hiya, so just come back from weigh-in and body balance and littles and such, and I so after my lunch I came back with the kids because I had 2 real coffees today. I struggled with the Frusley bar, wanted to eat that. I think because of the drop off of coffee, you kind of mainly want to eat sugar. And obviously the Frusley bars are quite sugary cereal bars. But I managed to sort of, I was going to eat one, but then I thought I sort of sidetracked myself a little bit because they're 6 sins and I wasn't sure if I wanted to spend 6 sins on them. I had a vegetarian sausage instead for 1 sin, so that was 5 sins, including my peanut butter this morning. And then I had, what else did I have? I had something else. That's the thing, I had anything else. And then I had, I went up, put the kids to bed, etc, etc. My partner took over, and then I went to weigh-in, and I lost a pound. Just gonna get my book. Just put you there for a minute. So I'm back down 10 stone 6.5. I don't know what happened here at this +3. I totally didn't do anything different. I remember that was that day that I ate loads of dinner for I ate loads of tea. I got really hungry. That was while we were still on holiday or something, I think. When the shop was shut, and I had we all had pasta together, and I ate loads of pasta. So this is basically now just losses over the time. Doesn't make any sense there. I mean, I should have dropped that 3 that time after, but can't make sense of these things. No, that was falling a bit. So basically I'm now at 10 stone 6.5 pounds, which will mean if I manage to lose next week, I will see a new number, 10 stone 6 or below. I'm quite happy how my tummy's shaping up, my tummy's changing shape, losing a lot more of my bloat. I've still got quite a lot of pudge, but it's starting to shape up a bit more, so I'm starting to not really be too fussed if I don't lose a 12 stone, if you know what I mean, because my body's changing in a different way. So obviously I'm not going to change how I eat or anything like that, so we'll just see what happens. I tend to have 2 healthy extra B's a day and 1 healthy extra A, and I just generally stick to that. And then sort of see what it takes me, if you know what I mean, see what happens. Sometimes I have 1 healthy extra B, sometimes I have 2, depending on how it goes. Okay, what was I going to say next? So then after I did weigh-in, I had 3 oat cakes, which were 2.5 sins each. They're these ones, the Nairn Scottish oat cakes. They got no sugar in them, these ones, so they're just oats and salt, I think. You see that? Oats, sustainable palm fruit oil, sea salt, raising agent, sodium bicarbonate. Yep. So yeah, that's them. So they have 2.5 sins each, which I was basically, so that would be 7.5 sins for 3. So it was 5.5 plus 7.5, which is the same as 6 plus 7, which is 6 plus 7 is 13 sins. So basically I'm at 13 sins for today. Anything else? There's anything else in there. 13 sins today, and I also had 16 almonds for another healthy extra B. So I had 2 healthy extra Bs today, one with my bread and one with my almonds. So I ate the oat cake and the almonds after weigh-in, just before my body balance. And then I went to Lidl's, and after my body balance, and just grabbed a bit more fruit and a few bits. I also got this rye bread. This is what's it called? The Rowan Hill Bakery whole grain rye bread with sunflower seeds. Now it's got on the app, it's got the Rowan Hill Bakery whole grain rye bread as a healthy extra B, but it does not have the rye bread with sunflower seeds on it at all. But it does have another product, which is Lidl's some other type of whole grain rye bread with sunflower seeds that is a healthy extra B. So I don't know whether I'm going to count it as healthy extra B or not. The healthy extra B one, I saw that it was 10 so the other one, the rye bread, because it did have just the normal rye bread in, and that was 119 calories, and this is 126 calories, so it is like about 7 calories more. So I think I am going to, because I suppose I could have some of my nuts as a healthy extra B instead of, but basically I was having this as replacement toast. So I think I'm going to have, because this is an easier thing to eat as a healthy extra B than nuts necessarily. Sometimes you don't get a chance to eat the nuts, but at least if you've had some toast in the morning, you've had one of your healthy extra Bs, so it works quite well. And this is good because obviously it's got sunflower seeds in it, which allows me to have some good fats in there as well. So I don't know, but I'm just going to count it as a healthy extra B and then see what happens. So I think I'm okay with that, because I think that's okay. So I think I'm going to count that as that. And what else did I get? Got loads of good stuff. Got some nectarines. I've got the Slimming Well magazine as well from Group. So it'd be nice to have a read of that. I might do a video off sometimes the articles kind of inspire me and stuff, so I might do a little video on one of the articles and like respond to it and that. Anything else was good? Oh, they had some Meridian, I was very tempted to get it, but it had honey in it, and I don't know whether I want to go the route of honey. It was basically like, it was cocoa powder and hazelnuts and honey, and like, so it was almost like a more healthier Nutella. But I thought, I don't know whether it's a good idea for me to have Nutella-y flavoured foods in the house, so I thought I wouldn't bother. I mean, it's like 10% honey, and I just thought, I don't know whether I want to go down that route. I'm just better off with peanut butter, really. Obviously they got some really good cheap deals in terms of the dried oregano is 29p, chili flakes for only like 60p or something, so it's really good for seasonings. And these garlic granules, they were only like 49p, so that I tend to try and get there when I can, because the seasonings and stuff is really cheap. I've got anything else left in there. I've got some grapes, I got some easy peelers, I've got some Fry Light that was on offer, I can show you. Some grapes, I've got some more almonds, because Jane got me a lovely giant thing of nuts for Christmas time, and I am very nearly through. I've got maybe 3 or 4 healthy extra Bs worth of nuts in there now, I've transferred it into like a little sort of Ziploc-y kind of bag. But now I'm having to restock my nut stash. So almonds are a really great thing. They're really tasty, and they really fill me up as like a little snack. So they're really handy just to grab for a healthy extra B of 16 almonds. They're tasty, they're yummy, and they're pretty filling, especially if you have a little piece of fruit, bit of water and some almonds. That works pretty well. These nectarines, which are supposed to be like ripe in your own time, these are all totally ripe. So I've got a couple of things of those, and they were only at £1.40 or something, which is very good for nectarines. Got some little baby plum tomatoes just for snacking on, because they're 69p, and it's quite nice sometimes to get something to snack on that isn't fruit, just to kind of vary. Well, obviously tomatoes are fruit, but something just to vary it up a bit so it's not so sweet all the time. And I just got some sliced pickled gherkin slices, just for a bit of fun, so they don't always just have the long ones. And I thought that might be quite nice. And I've just heated up some. I'll see how I go with this. I think it's going to be really delicious, and I might want to eat loads of it. I certainly want to eat some now. I can just imagine how delicious that's going to be. But what I've got instead for my tea is some leftover chilli that I had already prepped in the little container, and he's sat there now, and that's just some chilli and some rice. Can you see that? Have I done that right? Yep. And that is that's already been once through the microwave, but that's just been settling for a minute. I'll just put that on properly. So that's all been warming through. I'm just going to put that in for another minute, I think, and then I'm going to have some gherkin slices with it. I've already just had a couple of nectarines as well. I bought 2 punnets of those because my daughter also likes nectarines, and we both tend to eat just about 3 nectarines in a row. So I thought I'd better buy some more, otherwise be any left for her in the morning. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. My partner's made me decaffeinated coffee with almond milk, and I think I'm going to sit and have my chilli, put the washing on. It's quite late. I think it's something like, just check the time, yeah, it's like 11:15 already, but you know, not much I can do about it now. But I suppose I came out of Lidl's at 10, so by the time you sort of get back and sort yourself out, it ends up being a bit later. But I'm going to have my evening meal and wait for the washing to do, then I can transfer it over so they've got their clean clothes for tomorrow. And I might either watch some telly or read my magazine, but I might save my magazine for like, you know, sometimes it's nice to save things, isn't it, for when you really need it. So I might put it in my stash for just when I need a little bit of inspiration. Alright, see you later everyone. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye. Lots of love.